Hello, everybody. Hello.
Raise the roof. I wish we needed to raise the roof because we have so many people.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll get to that point someday.
yeah. Ver-
Here's our first two.
yeah.
Welcome in, everybody. We are going
Hey,
to
Jay.
today. Sorry?
No, Jay's in the comments. Just saying,
Oh,
hey.
oh. Hey, Jay. Hey, JJJ. By the
Right.
way, in case you haven't noticed, whenever I stream something, I'll cut this out. I bring a beverage. So today we have Cincinnati's premier local brewery, Rheingeist, an
And
IPA.
I have A&W.
Is that because of your tradition?
No, well,
Or because it's not happy hour time yet?
well, neither. I just like it.
All right. So, how is everybody? I am going to be even more extroverted than Jason is. Jason is like, oh, they never talk in the chat. I was like, that's because you never ask them any questions.
I'm doing well. If you are in chat land, and you want to let us know that you're here, we'd sure appreciate it.
We already have one of our two.
Jay.
Hopefully
Jay's let us know. My guess is the other one's Muriel.
Now we have 4.
Look at that. But you'll notice too that Jason is not here with us yet. Nope. We don't know exactly when he will be back, but he will be back later. He'll be back later tonight. But he tonight, Jonathan is going to do the 2 sessions, and I am just here to assist in whatever way I can.
Yeah, I was going to say we're going to tag team it.
Okay.
For instance, if I need to get up and go pee, you can take over for 2 minutes.
Sure thing. Right? Yeah, I can.
Because that may actually happen. Yeah. All right. So we're going to start this video at 3:05. All right.
5:03.
All right. Welcome in, everybody. We're going to start and continue with our psalm reading. We are doing 119 Tav, the last
136.
Yeah,
we already did one. We already did that last week. We're in Psalm 136.
All of it.
Yeah, we finished Psalm 119.
Oh, Jason has 119 Tav. Okay, so just 136. So, if you don't have your Bible, I did not. Oh, wait.
Did he? Did he not send you the PowerPoint?
Yeah, I think Jason sent me a PowerPoint. I thought it was for something else, but he probably included this session.
Here, let me. Here, I have it pulled up.
No, he sent it to me. I just need to find it.
Well, did you download the?
Yes, I did, but I put it on my Google Drive.
Well, did you download the fonts that he had with it, though, is the question.
Yes, and I put them over to the Google Drive.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, no, it was in the Hebrew Cafe Drive. Never mind. That's where it was.
I have it pulled up, ready to go.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Can you share your screen?
Yeah, I'm sharing it. You just gotta pull it up onto the.
Oh, yep. All right, here you go. Thanks, Colton.
Yeah, give me just a second.
So now you can be my slide operator.
That works for me. Do you see the full screen or just the?
Can you do an Alt-Enter?
Alt-Enter?
Or can you play it? Just play the slideshow.
Oh, don't want to do that. Oh, is it not playing? You don't see the big one?
No, I see your overview with your slides and the screen to the side of it.
Hold on, it's being silly.
I see it in the editor.
Let me reshare then, because it's going to bring it over.
Hi, Mario. Not sure if anybody acknowledged you.
Sorry, this is like Inception, I'm sure.
I see you.
Great. And then play slide. Now what do you see?
Uh,
It's still what you see? Hold on. Why is it being like this? All right. I'm going to do this one more time, and I think I have it right now.
here we have
Got
Elena.
it. I got it.
We have Elena here.
All right. Now
We
you can pull
have
it up.
a new participant
Hello, Elena.
for which I am giving him a pass on the fee. Because I didn't know he would come to the first one. But Jeremiah. Everyone meet Jeremiah.
Hi, James.
James.
Oh, that's James. I'm sorry. You look exactly like Jeremiah.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
guys. All right. Hey, you can pull that up now, Jonathan.
Yeah. Sorry. I got distracted. Here we go.
All right.
Continuing Psalm 136. So we have 4 here.
Yeah, there's
So
4 right now.
just he's recapping the Patreon people. 1 super member, 2 super members, 3
3.
super members. Also, yeah, and 4 members. Adele, Colton, Aaron, Eva, Glenn, James, Jonathan, both Jonathans, 3? 3 Jonathans? Holy crap.
3.
Ken,
Jonathan.
Mary, Moriel, Nate, and Asel.
Yeah, I said.
Asel.
Yeah. All right.
The hay threw me off.
All right, and this is verse 1. So we do want to just say thanks to the patrons. I know
yes,
I'm one of them.
I mean, you
but
guys, you
on
Patreon
Jason-
people.
Yeah.
Huh?
Jason and Jonathan's behalf, thank you. Remember, part of the benefit of being a Patreon subscriber or patron is that you get to join the calls like this and be on the screen if you want to. But we also have a third hour that is Patreon only for everybody, where we're doing some conversational, more question and answer about the text. And so it's a bit more intensive. It's all in language, but that's part of what we get to take part of. I think it's really good practice for
Are you good enough
all of
with
us. And
biblical
so,
Hebrew to speak it?
do what?
Are you good enough with biblical Hebrew to speak it?
Yeah, that's the question, right?
Yeah, that was my question
Yeah.
to you.
Oh, I think so most of the time.
I've had practice. Okay, so if he doesn't come back, we can still do that.
Yeah.
Because he said he wasn't sure if he's going to be back for the third hour or not. So we'll find out.
He told me he'd definitely be back for the third hour. It's the second hour whether he might make it.
Okay. Well,
So,
if he comes, if he shows
either
up,
way, he'll be there.
He probably knows, since this will be the 4th time he's seen Wicked. I'm sure he's accounted for the length.
But this is the sing-along version. It's different.
Oh, I want to do that so bad. I still, dude, it comes out tomorrow on digital.
Yeah.
I'm buying it. It's
All right.
cheaper if I buy it than if I go see it at the theater 6 times, which is what I would be doing. So I'm just going to buy it.
Yeah. There's your buddy Jeremiah in the
Is he really?
He's in the chat.
Hey, Jeremiah, 𝗟𝗑𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗡.
Okay. All right. Reckon we can get started?
All right. So how do we want to do the order today?
It's probably just best to go top to bottom.
Okay. You're okay, cool. So we'll do top to bottom. Hold on. Okay, good now. Did you guys hear that? Okay.
No, you're good.
We have Hodu Lalnai Kitov Kilu Olam Chasto. Hodu Alonai is the verb, so I'm going to be different from Jason. And anybody can chime in on this. Who can tell me about this verb, hodu? Like, parse it. What root does it come from? What's the ending? What does that tell you about the person, number, and gender? The chapter is recited every week in Orthodox shul. Good, good, good. You're Orthodox? You're not Orthodox.
Even if he's not, he might have grown up that way. No. So Hodu is an imperative.
He did not grow up that way, but we've talked a lot about his stuff.
So,
all right. So Hodu lalonai ki tov ki olam chasto. So I want somebody to read it, please, out loud.
Again?
No, I want somebody else to read it,
please,
out loud.
Okay, I can read it.
Yes.
Adonai ki tov ki leolam hasdo.
All right, so Elena did something that I did not do, and she is right and I am wrong.
Why?
Hodu lalonai. It's not hodu lalonai. Hodu lalonai. It's important to keep the emphasis on the proper syllable, as the corny Hebrew teachers like to say, right?
Hey, but it matters, right?
So,
okay.
Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah,
this hodu is the same root as toda, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. Nope. What?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. But what's the triconsonantal root that it comes from? What's the 3-letter root?
Yada.
Yes. Very good.
Right?
It would be Yod Dalet Hey. Hey, how are you doing that right now?
I have a pen that I use when I teach.
On your iPad or?
No, it's just a separate plugs into my computer.
It's a drawing pad.
Yeah.
Okay, you can use your iPad as a drawing pad. I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
Wait, why is it a square root? It should be a cube.
Sorry, what?
Why is it a square root? It should be cube.
I use the square root sign, and she's saying it should be a cube.
because that means root.
But she's saying it should be cube since there's 3 parts to it, right?
Yep.
That's all.
That's
That's
okay.
Funny.
That's fun. I suck at math, and I still know that.
Right. And so this is a masculine plural, right? Of the yada root, and it's in hifil, right?
Yes. So how do you know that?
So it is not a regular verb, right?
It is not. That's why I'm asking the question.
What kind of group of it belongs?
Sorry?
What kind of group of verbs does it belong?
This is a first yod.
And a third hey, so doubly weak.
Right.
Wow.
Doubly weak. So in the hifil, a hifil of a first yod is going to change to a vav. Oh, thank you, Colton. Oh, this is very good. Although your dalet sucks, and so
it's
does
okay.
Actually, that looks more like a cursive one, so you're good. So hodu. So all first. Well, no, not all. Most first yod verbs were originally first vav verbs. So in historical Hebrew grammar, vavs became yods eventually. So in the hifil, the vav comes back in the conjugation. Congregation. Got church on the brain. I need to switch modes. Kilu olam chasto. For forever is your, pick your poison. Covenantal loyalty, covenant faithfulness, loving kindness.
Wow.
I'm sure there's another one. Grace. Your grace. Some people do grace.
So I remember now, I'm the one that asked to add this to the rotation. And my brain wasn't working, but until I saw this, I didn't think about it until I saw this here. So this phrase, Kile Olam Chasdo, appears in every single verse in this chapter. I remember this now. And so, obviously this is the main point that the author's trying to get across, right? This first line will change each time though. So it's going to be something different each time, but he's always going to be like, for this reason, or therefore, because your faithful love is forever, or whatever, your covenant faithfulness is forever.
So I don't know if anybody's taught about chesed, but chesed is not just loving kindness in the way that we would think of loving kindness, like God is all warm and motherly and sunshine and butterflies and rainbows. This is a covenant term, right? So when people talk about chesed in the Bible, whether it's between humans or whether it's between God and man, it means faithfulness or love or grace, but it's always within a covenantal context.
Yep.
It's not how we would think of as all emotional
Okay.
and
About the
kissy
covenant.
kissy. Huh?
I've got a question about a covenant. What kind of covenant? Between whom and whom?
It can be either a
On one
covenant
side it is
between
God, on the
humans.
other side, all humans.
Yes, because
Where is it written that God has a covenant with all humans?
No, not all humans, individual humans.
Yeah,
I'm saying
well,
it can be between humans, or it can be done between God and humans, or it can be done just by God himself. Those are the three situations.
Okay, you got me on this. Okay, so listen.
Okay, thank you for listening.
No.
So
no, there is no covenant between God and every human. Okay.
Not every human.
Okay,
no.
Each and every which one?
Unless if you take it to the New Testament.
Or no. What New Testament? No. In the Bible, so it's not a religious thing. Okay, it's factual thing. I'm just fact checking, right? So,
yes.
So he had. Yeah. Okay. So what was the first covenant he had? With whom?
Oh, that's the debate. Why don't you tell me your
No,
position?
no debate. That it's obvious. It's written over there.
Okay. The first covenant would be with the humans and animals in Genesis.
No, no. It was with Abraham. It was with Abraham.
Well, but see, that's the debate that I was telling you about.
No, that's not debatable. It's over there. It's in the Bible.
Yeah, well.
And between human and animal.
Yeah, because God says, "Be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth, and take care of the animals."
Yeah, there's no debate.
When God makes covenants, He doesn't have to have witnesses. Anyway, this is not a theology class. This is a Hebrew class. So let us continue with the Hebrew.
Okay, yeah, let's do the Hebrew thing.
So, Elena, can you translate what you read and what I read and what Colton read? And we'll move on.
Colton can do the second half of the Atnach. He knows that part.
Okay. So hodu lalonai kitov. So when you read that, you see the little caret under the tav. That's the atnach or the atnachta. So that's the end of the sentence. And then the new clause opens up with another key. Ki olam chasto. For forever is his faithfulness. Third masculine singular. No, that's what I was arguing. It's not with all humans. It's with individuals. But anyway, this is not it's not theology. Maybe we can have a fifth hour for those of you who are interested in theology and how it relates to the languages. But please don't ask for that. All right. Colton, please continue if you would.
Yeah, I'm on the next one.
I still see. Does everybody see the first one or second one?
It's a different verse.
Not for me, it's not. Oh, it
Yes,
is.
it is.
Sorry. Oh, wow, that's weird. Oh, wow, oh, wow. Okay. Who's next? Oh, you're next.
Yeah. Hodu ladonai ha'adonim, ki leolam chasdo. So again, we have the same verb, hodu. So praise to the Lord of the Lords, to the Lord of Lords, for forever is his faithfulness. So we have the same verb, same phrase here. It's just that we have a different epithet for God, and la adonai ha'adonim. So the Lord of Lords. So this is the main thing. I've always been taught that this is just like a way to use say like the superlative. Like
Exactly.
Lord of Lords. And so it's just that he's the greatest among the lords, the Adon. So
Yeah. What can you tell me? Anything you can tell me about wordplay, culture, time period of that verse?
no.
Go back to the previous slide. Hodu ladonai with a preposition and a name. Then you have hodu la adonai.
Right.
Right. So
So
what's
you're
the
assuming
difference?
that they wouldn't have pronounced this as it's written, instead of they would just use the
Correct. But what about the second one? Why do they change it?
because they're trying to say something different. Instead of
How
calling him
It's
by
in
his name, they're
it's in
trying to
context.
assert something about who he is, meaning that they're trying to assert that he's Lord of Lords
Yes.
rather than by his name, even though we say the same word.
Right. Or the
It wasn't
first one
originally the
is the
same word.
name, and the second one is the title of the same person or being.
Yeah. Look, we're
I mean,
23
that's
minutes
what I
in.
would
We've done 2 verses. Let's move.
Yes. Kilu olam chasto, same thing.
Yeah.
Whose turn is it now? I already lost track. Did
It's
you?
Elena's turn.
I read, you read. It's Elena's turn.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to answer the question about the covenant over there in the commentary. Okay, so what are we doing? So what are we reading?
Just read verse 4 here, 136, verse 4.
Oh,
Okay,
Fiddler on the Roof.
Okay, so
Fiddler on the Roof. I'm not saying that the two are the same.
That's Elena.
Meaning?
That's Elena's Fiddler on the Roof.
Oh, Elena's.
yeah, that's
Fiddler on the Roof.
my nick.
So I couldn't. Sorry, I was paying attention to the chat.
Okay.
And you're the same person.
Yeah.
So what I would say to that is,
Le'ose niflaot gdolot levador ki
yeah,
leolam hasdo.
levado, and then you have the nachta at the end, right? So that's your big clause breaker.
Yeah. Levador.
Right.
How would you translate it, Elena?
Okay.
Can you
So
take care of this, Colton, real quick? I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Yeah, I got it.
okay, so that will be to the one who does Pele. Okay. So does wonders, does great wonders. Levad is one. Okay. He to the one who does great wonders. Praise be forever. No. Because his steadfast love is forever.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right, to the one who does great wonders, like him alone, maybe is how I do this.
Yeah. Yes.
Him only.
Yeah.
Him alone for forever is his covenant faithfulness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably how I would go about it. And I'm sure there's a better way that Jason could probably tell us. but he's not here. So, James, can you read?
Yeah, I just stopped.
Okay, read.
Okay, לעושה השמיים בתבונה כי לעולם חסדו. Okay, so to the, let's see, בתבונה. תבונה.
The root.
Drawing
Sorry.
a blank on that.
The root. Does that help at all?
Yes. So
Like,
this is
with
so that's
understanding.
That's like a 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗏 infinitive construct.
No, it's just a regular bait preposition with tevuna. So this is like with understanding.
It's a noun. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, with understanding, then making the heavens for his steadfast love is forever, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. For to the one who made the maker of the heavens, or to the one who made the heavens with understanding, for forever his love endures. Right? His love is forever. Good. There are 26 verses in here, so we might not get through them all. We might. I don't know. I apologize too for
I don't know
coughing.
if you're controlling it, but the comment is still on the screen.
I know he left the comment up, and I can't do anything.
Okay. I didn't know if you could. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I can't. I'm sharing my screen, but I can't do anything to get rid of the comment. Sorry about that. So I'll read this. So lerocha haaretz al hamayim ki leolam chasto. To the one who, I don't know, like hammered. Is that the right idea? Like to the one who made the earth upon the water, for his steadfast love is forever. I'm pretty sure I can check it in a second. That this root here, racha, is the same word that's used in Genesis to talk about the dome,
the expanse. Yeah, the
yeah, which is it's something that, like, it comes from like hammering out, like you hammer out a piece of like metal work or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so but that is the idea behind that. So to the one who like formed the earth upon the water, for his steadfast love endures forever. So again, each time he started with the commands of praise, 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 and then he's giving ground clauses in each of the successive verses so far, or epithets. The one who did, to the one who did this, to the one who did that.
So what you keep saying praise? I thought that was give thanks.
Oh,
yeah.
Actually, you're right. You're right.
It can be both.
Give thanks. To give thanks can it also be praise? I don't know.
I mean, it probably is translated like that in somewhere that so I'm conflating.
Well, that does mean to give thanks because it's todah in modern Hebrew.
Right.
But can it also mean praise?
I think it can. I think it can, but I would have to look, to be honest.
I'm ignorant of that.
But let me I will both look for this roka verb and look at todah and see what glosses are available while.
So who read that verse?
I read that one, so it'd be your turn.
How would you parse that verb?
Roka, it's participles. How le roka?
Is it a participle?
I'm pretty sure it's participle. It's just not
What
A
do you,
because of
what do you do with the lamed on the front?
to the
Right. Yeah.
maker of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lamed doesn't happen in participles.
It is if it's the preposition attached
If
to
you
it.
have a preposition attached to a verb, what do you call it?
No, it does not have to be. Look, this is not an infinitive construct.
That's what I was getting at.
It's not.
To praise.
No, it doesn't make
to split the land upon the waters.
Right.
That's the infinitive.
Right. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. How would you translate it? Oh wait, whose turn is
the
it?
one who hammered out, like the one who formed the earth upon the water.
You're correct.
Yeah.
So, yes. So preposition is referring to what then? Explain that.
It's referring to who you should praise. I just got done saying that before you came back.
Right.
Look.
Right, before I came back. That's why I didn't hear you.
So ignore my silly race here. I'll fix it. But the idea is we might expect this, 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗡𝗥 with the furtive patak.
Right.
But for whatever reason, it doesn't take that. I don't know why. And so instead, it just takes the patak to the previous syllable.
I'm trying to think about why it would. It's because gutturals. Well, no, because it's still an A-class vowel if it's 𝗥𝗘𝗦. I guess what I would think it is that it's a later form that the vowel has dropped, and it's gone from 2 syllables to 1, or 3 syllables to 2 rather.
Yeah, I'm really not sure. But
I'm fairly confident that's what's going on. Anyway, since I took a text criticism class. So, yeah. So is it back to Elena again?
You can read this one since we skipped you.
Oh, sorry. 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗓𝗏 𝗥𝗑𝗦𝗏 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗏 𝗥𝗏𝗏. Do you think anybody can chime in on this? What do you think this would be used for? What do you think's going on? Like, why would the author be repeating the same line over and over and over and over again?
Well, we already had some talk about that in the chat. Jay asked if it would be used as a call and response in some kind of liturgical setting. He didn't say liturgical, but he did say call and response.
That's what either a call and response, or just a poetic repetition. Yeah, but I'm definitely hearing liturgical use, which would suggest then that this Psalm 136 is late, which would go back to my point about l'Adonim. Adonai Adonim. Anyway, moving forward. I'm going to focus now, folks. We're going to zip. Oh, I didn't translate it, did I?
Nope.
So Ose Orim Godolim, I wrote it already. Ki Alam Chasdo. 136:7. Colton, do you know what the Orim is?
Orim, lights.
Orim, the Urites?
Lights.
Oh, lights. That's usually Orot. Is this an all? It probably masculine. It probably can be both. Yeah, who made the great lights, right? Orim Godolim, standard word order. Kilu Alam Chasdo. Now we can move on.
All right. So, did I skip what? No. So, Elena.
Back to Elena.
Okay. No, we already in 8.
Yep.
Okay. את השמש לממשלת ביום כי לעולם הסדור. Okay. Why is it at over here?
Right. So the last verse had the verb in it. This is more of a continuation.
Okay.
Yeah, so to the one who made the great lights. And then it's continuing that in this line
so
here.
He made at Hashemesh. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. And the sun to rule during the day, because his loving kindness is forever.
Right. Good. And we talked about this in the third hour last week, I think. This 𝗥𝗚𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗡 is it means to rule. We know that's what it means, but it doesn't follow any established like verbal pattern. I believe that was pretty much what we said. Anyone can correct me, though. I'd be happy to take correction on that. But yeah, it's definitely so. He's definitely using creation language, right? Talking about the Urim, using the Raka verb from
Jeremiah has an interesting point.
Using the Raka verb, and then again using this 𝗥𝗚𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗡 word here that is found in the Genesis 1 account as well.
That's a good point, Jeremiah. He says, another nice echo here to the Aher Elohim. Shemesh is a Canaanite god. Shamash is the Canaanite god. But yeah, they're related. Yep. Okay. Any questions on what we've done so far?
Yeah, Jeremiah also points out
you should make observation about the direct object fronting the sentence. Yes, exactly. Very good point. Yeah. Why? Somebody tell me, other than Colton and Jeremiah, somebody tell me why something would be fronted. What's the point of putting the object clause at the front? Anybody? We're still Jeremiah, we're still talking about language here, right? Covenantal language in Genesis 1-3 and in Genesis 9 and elsewhere in Genesis. Nothing to do with theology. You're just talking about language, right? Yep. So, yes. Well, thank you. Yes. Genesis 1 exit. Yeah. So, is it James's turn now?
Yeah, if he might be moving, so he might not be able to read if he's driving.
Yeah, right. So
he do be in a car.
I'm at a stoplight. Is this it?
Yeah, read it.
1-3-6-9. So the moon and the stars to govern the night, or to govern at the night, something like that, during the night.
Yeah.
Can you think of any other ways you could take that bet preposition on the front? Literally, it is in the night or over the night. But what else could it be?
In, at, among, with, during.
In the night, during the night, but with certain nouns and certain verbs, the prepositions mark just direct objects.
Right.
So you could also say, in addition to the things you said, the
rule
ה-ירח והכוכבים למשלת בלילה. So it's marking the night as the object. So to rule the night. Basically the same thing as et.
Yeah. Mashalba is how, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
James would know it. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Jason's here, but he's not on
Hello there.
stage.
Yeah, he's just.
He's just participating.
Hi, Jason.
Fronting has to do with
I'm
the
missing
preposition
you.
with fronting has to do with the preposition with relation to the verb, but the verb is still before all of this.
Yeah.
But
Right.
what I was pointing out that wait, did nobody answer my question about fronting? Fronting emphasizes a certain clause when you kick it towards the front. That's what I was looking for.
But what he's saying is that the verb still came first in all of this because this is all following the ose.
Oh, yes, indeed. It may
And
be
so it's
doing
not
both of
fronting.
those
So
things.
if you take out all the repetitive stuff, it's the one who made this, and this. So it's not actually, the verb is still at the front, not the direct object. It just in isolation,
I think you could make an argument for both. Either verb gapping, which is what I call what you just said, right? Verb gapping, where it refers to the verb that came previously in whatever passage you're looking at. Or it could be a focus, an emphasis, and verb fronting. Or it could be, object fronting. Or it could be a combination of the two. That's the great thing about poetry. You can read a lot of different nuances into it. And maybe all three of those nuances are completely intentional. We can't say for certain, but I love to speculate on these kinds of things. All right.
Also, I think when James read this, he said la memshelet again, but I just wanted to point out this is la memshelot for like rulers over the those for rulers of the night, maybe something like that.
Yeah,
I'm not saying for sure that he did that.
Was creeping in.
Sorry?
I said Genesis was creeping in, that same phrase. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not
very
saying
nice.
for sure that you even did it. I just thought that's what I heard.
It is
probably
definitely
did,
an echo. Which, again, to give away my biases, I think that the fact that the Psalms are echoing Genesis are the Psalms echoing Genesis, or is Genesis echoing the Psalms? That's the question.
No,
That's something to think about moving forward. Because we could talk for hours about issues like that. Let's keep to the verses. Somebody keep my ADD brain in check.
Yeah, it's your turn to read.
Okay. This definitely seems like an echo of Genesis. Oh yeah, for sure it is. The moon was also yes. Jeremiah is quoting the old 1960s scholarship that most scholars have mostly dismissed.
Yeah.
They would now say that this is not a direct refutation of the Canaanite deities, which was echoed previously, and that's Jeremiah's position. And coincidentally, I also think that. So, and if you know that, then you would say, oh, this has to be exilic, because this is exactly what was going on during the Babylonian.
How about you read verse 10?
Verse 10. My turn again?
Yes.
Lamake Mitzrayim bichorecha. Bichorechem. Kilo olam chasto. So again, we have the repetition of that last line. Who struck, or to strike.
Yeah.
Or to the one who struck Egypt. You could do any of those, because the direct object isn't required in Hebrew, and it's been doing a lot of funky stuff with the direct object, so that's fine. Who struck their b'chorehem, who struck their cattle,
firstborn.
Their
Firstborn.
firstborn. 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗥𝗡. All right, sorry. 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗥𝗡𝗦. Yep. So I'll make mistakes. Jason will make fewer mistakes than I will. I'm just an American white trash guy.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Right.
Colton.
Is Hika, do you Hika bet also? I can't remember.
Nacha. I don't.
Lohika is the Hifil infinitive.
Yeah, I'm just asking if you strike bait like the same.
Yeah,
as,
if it's like
if it takes
Mashal and it takes a bait for the infinitive for the
Right. I
the
think that you can use either for that. I think the bet and the lamed and all could all be used meaning against or the object. That's my opinion. Anybody has a right to disagree because there are many different opinions about how syntax works. I just happen to follow a particular person's view. All right.
I'm looking to check.
Where they hit them, Jason says.
Yeah, where they hit them. Yeah. Good. That's
Yes,
what I was
there.
thinking.
Yeah, so Jason is taking it as the object marker.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Are we questions on any of that? Yeah, Jason's clarifying what I tried to say earlier. To the one who struck Egypt, right? So not the one who struck, or to the one who strikes to Egypt, right? But just the one who struck, just specifying where he struck. Okay?
Yep.
Questions before we move on any of that?
Don't think so. This one is mine.
Also an argument for an early date. Indeed, indeed. It just depends on which extreme you fall on. I fall on the later date, and then there are those who would say
And where is
that
mine?
is an early psalm, of course. So you could say that they're both early as well. Anyway.
Okay. ויוצא ישראל מתוכם, כי לעולם חסדו. So ויוצא, and he brought out Israel from their midst, for his faithful love endures forever. So
from your midst, right?
From their midst.
Wouldn't that be Chem?
No, Chem would be your.
Oh, I'm getting them flipped. Never mind. Forget I said anything.
So Vayotse. So some folks might be tempted to read Yotse, this Yotse. Excuse that, Sadi.
That's fine. It looks like a final, non-final Sade. It's like a combination of the two of them.
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't. Some might be tempted to read this as like a participle because of the sounds, but two reasons we don't do that. One, it is a 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥, so it's doubled in the yod, and you have the adjoined vav with the A class vowel. The other reason we don't do that is because and the reason folks might be more inclined to do it is because we have all these participles for a few verses, and then we have this sound again. But what actually is happening is, like Jonathan was saying earlier, this is a first yod that comes out of, instead of the first yod becomes a vav, it is replaced by its original vav again, and this is actually in the hifil. It's just a short form of the 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥, because it's in the 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥, and so it becomes yotse instead of like yotzi. Maybe you might expect yotzi. but we don't get that because it's the short form with the 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘 is what's used. So it's not just to go out, but to cause to go out or to bring out.
All right, let's try to do a couple more verses. And then anybody who has any questions, we can take questions the last few minutes.
Yeah, there's 26 verses. If we get halfway, I'll be happy.
All right. Then let's do the next two.
Elena, it's your turn.
Okay. ביד חזקה ובזרועה נטוע כלעולם הסדור. By his strong hand and by his outstretched arm, he did something that was before he brought out Israel. By his strong hand and by his outstretched arm, because his mercy endures forever.
Yep. Great.
Yeah,
I just wanted to touch on 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗡𝗙. This is a fun one. Sorry, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know why I write so lopsided, y'all. 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗓𝗏.
yes.
Reason I want to talk about this. So this normally, excuse me, with a passive participle, you would have 𝗥𝗘𝗚, something like 𝗥𝗘𝗚𝗛. All right, so 𝗥𝗘𝗚𝗛. This is another third hay, and what happens with third hay is most of them are originally first yods, and so the yod comes back out to play, and then because zeroa is feminine, hand, it has the feminine ending 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗏, but outstretched 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗃. And so with his outstretched arm, so we go from let's say it this way. Go from na to 𝗥𝗚𝗦 if it was a masculine, right? To 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗃. The first one becomes reduced, and because it's feminine, it adds the a ending. So 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗃. But yeah, so outstretched arm is what we get because it's modifying zeroa. Good. Good deal, Marcelo. Glad you got the vocab memorized. And James stressed on the stressed on the 𝗥𝗚𝗏. Yeah, 𝗥𝗚𝗏. Sorry. Thank you.
All right. Unfortunately,
I
got a repetitive root that I don't know, so that's fun. 𝗥𝗚𝗦𝗃𝗏 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗃 כלעולם חסדו. So yeah, I don't know what that root is.
It goes there.
It's probably part of the Red Sea. So
it's what?
I said probably having to do with parting the Yam Suf, but
right, yeah. So it is to divide or to cut, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So then taking an infinitive construct, then, or is that so 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗃, or is that a participle?
It's a participle.
Okay. All right. So then maybe for the halves or into two, essentially, metaphorically, something like that. Right. Okay.
Into pieces, yeah.
Into pieces, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Into things which are cut.
Right. Right. So, sorry, can you just translate the whole thing again?
All right. So, still continuing on for.
Sorry, I didn't realize I had myself muted. First, answer Colton's question.
Yeah, so 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗧𝗘, so to the one who cut the Red Sea, divided it, split it, to splitting.
Yeah.
I don't know how to smooth that out
Divisions. The one
without
who
just
divided
totally.
it into divisions.
Yeah, there we go. Into divisions.
Yep. So how do
For
you
his love
know
endures forever.
what I was asking and I was muted? How do you know that that is a preposition plus a participle and not an infinitive construct, which we talked about previously?
I didn't hear you,
How
but
can
I
you
know
distinguish the two?
OA is a participle sound, and then on the other one, im is a participle ending.
Right. That's one way, but the way that I always recognize it is when you have, what would it be if it were an infinitive? Might be a better question.
It would be 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗡𝗦.
League. Well, I'm looking at the first word.
Okay, yeah. So leg.
𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗧.
Yeah. So lig.
How would you change that to make it the infinitive? Is what I'm asking.
Let's see.
What you putting the oat ending on the end for, James?
I don't know why I'm doing that.
You only put the oat ending on third haze.
Yeah, there you go.
In the infinitive construct.
Could be that I'm trying to not crash a car.
Jason, I wasn't asking you, but thank you.
All right.
Whoops. Sorry, Jason.
Yeah. Let's see.
Gave it away.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, duh.
𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗧.
Yeah, Shua and a holum.
And
Shua
then
and a holum before the last consonant.
how did your pronunciation get so good? Who?
James.
Me?
He says James.
Oh, he did say James. Maybe because there are other good Hebrew students other than Jeremiah Vance in this room. Just kidding. Sorry, keep going. I was just joking.
No, that's fine. We're halfway through the psalm, so I think.
Oh yes, and we're 2
right,
minutes. Anybody have any questions on anything?
Well, we only have a couple minutes left.
Yeah,
but you need to put up Jason's last comment because he's chastising James.
Well, yeah.
I would never
if it
dare
were
do
Ohio,
such a
you
thing.
would be arrested.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I wouldn't do
that. he wouldn't do that. But yeah, so we're halfway through the psalm at least. So next week we might finish it. I don't know what Jason's plan is. My guess would be to say that we'll probably finish it since there's enough to finish.
Yeah. Anybody have any questions? Because I need to get going to the next session.
Yeah.
Unless Colton would like to take the last 2 or 3 minutes to answer questions.
No, it's just Jason says he wants to finish this, so that's what we'll do. Because I want to finish it too, because I'm the one that suggested it. So
I'm about done with Psalms. I've had a
we literally have 2 more after this. You'll be okay.
We've done more Psalms than we did in my advanced Psalms class in grad school.
Because you're limited to a semester, and we have all the time in the world.
That's true.
But
actually, we have been doing this for more than a semester, haven't we? Feels like it.
Yeah,
all right.
Doing it since June.
All right. So peace, everybody. Thank you for coming by. We did ask for questions. Anybody have questions?
Yeah. Jason says he'll be in the next session. So.
Yep. All right. Cool. If anybody comes to the next session, this is a free Hebrew course, and I am teaching tonight. So if anybody wants to see the 22-year veteran in action.
We are going through this book by C.L.
Yes,
Show.
and Colton has his book. So come to Shio.
Yeah, thanks everybody for being here.
Sorry?
I just want to say thanks to everybody for being here.
Oh, yeah. We can't do this without you. Thank you, folks. Peace.
All right.